before, and I'm super excited to add to the list.
And then you had a strong result at Indy last year. Do you feel like your road course prowess could translate to Chicago?
I think it definitely could. I think just our road course package in general has been strong for the last couple of years, last year, this year. So I feel really good about that. I think a lot of that's just the leadership and knowledge from Michael McDowell. So really lucky to be able to kind of tag along with him most of the time. But yeah, I think overall it should be a strong one for us.
Josh Berry gets his shot with the Cup Series now. He's going to be going with SHR. What's it like for a driver like that to enter the sport on what seems to be talent alone without having to have the sponsorship backing?
Yeah, it is really cool. I think for me, growing up, so sponsorship never hurts, right? But I think there's got to be also a certain amount of talent that goes along with it. And honestly, people that bring money, it's not all the time that it's, their family. I think that's one thing too that gets overlooked is, sometimes people can bring sponsors that are legit, just people that they're trying to help them out. So, yeah, I think it's really cool though. It's really awesome for Josh. I grew up racing. When I first started racing late models, it was against him at Hickory. A bunch of weeks. William Byron was running for Junior Motorsports at the time. So just really, really cool to see, honestly, that he's making it and getting a really good opportunity.
Is there any late model guys out there that you feel like should get the same kind of opportunity that Josh Berry is getting, or the attention that he's getting?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of really good people out there. And it's crazy to kind of look back on. I think some of them kind of do get some sort of opportunity, and then, for one reason or another, it doesn't work out. And if you had all those late model guys just move up and not be there anymore, I think that would be bad for late model racing and kids growing up. So I think guys like Bubba Pollard, Deke McCaskill comes to mind of late model stocks. I really think that's awesome that those guys, have stuck around and done that for this long, because those are guys I really respect and look up to a lot when I was, really young and still now too.
Go ahead, George.
When you look at your performance this year, obviously it's been elevated a lot. What is that next thing you have to do to kind of kick it up to that level above that?
Yeah, I think there's still a lot of room for improvement. I think that's what really makes me even more excited about the step we've made, is that I think there's still tons of room to go. So that is one thing I still see with Michael McDowell. He's still got another level than me, and his team. He's able to get them somewhere else where I'm still not able to. So I think, like I said, there's still a lot of room to improve, and it's easier said than done, right? Being able to get there, if it was easy, all these guys would just be good and not have off weeks. But in the Cup Series, that's one thing I've learned. It's one little mistake here and there with your car, and you're buried pretty deep. So I'd say just consistency is my next goal.
Thank you.
Tomorrow, this is going to be the first official time that the Ally 400 is going to be run under the lights. Last year, rain delays, rain washed all the rubber, but there's going to be kind of a transition period tomorrow. How do you think the racing is going to look, especially with going from night and then to day?
Yeah, I think last year was definitely a good opportunity for us to get that under our belts a little bit. Like you said, we started in the day and went to nighttime. So, and from what I remember, when we went back racing, it was insanely fast under the lights, because it's so hot out during the day that once it cools off, it actually gains a ton of grip. So, I think the racetrack has done a really good job again with the resin. I think we'll see people move around again, and that's all you can ask for as a driver. I think Nashville Super Speedway was doing a really good job of making it multi-group.
Thank you.
Josh is probably the first biggest piece of silly season news for next year, and there's a lot of movement going on with Ford. Has there been any talks, any conversations with you so far? Is there a picture coming into shape now?
I would certainly like to know sooner than later, right, of what we're doing. But like you said, I think there's a lot of other pieces that are still moving around that, I don't know, I think kind of the whole industry is kind of waiting for. But, for me, I think I have no regrets to this point, right, of what I've done this year and the results that we've gotten. So I'm overall just really proud of what we've done, and I feel like I have the most, leverage or just good news coming my way that I've ever had. So that's a good thing.
Thank you, Todd. Michael, do you know for sure if you're going to be with FRM in 2024?
No, but that's not uncommon, right? I'm getting asked this a lot, but every year it's the same thing, right? Every year I'm in the same spot where Front Row doesn't typically make that decision until later in the season. I don't see any changes coming. I don't think they see any changes coming. We have this conversation, but yeah, to me, it's not really a topic yet because things are going well. We're running well. I'm hopeful that I'm not having to look for a job, right? But you every year is year to year, and you just take it for what it is.
But you feel confident you'll be back in 34?
I feel confident. I mean, we're running good, and things are going good, and I don't see why we wouldn't.
Gotcha. Thanks, Michael.
This is Daniel Hemrick, driver of number 11 Collar Grits Chevrolet. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of those 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.